and that is because, and I actually interviewed a lot of recruiters, a lot of product managers, and even design teams and heads of design team. And the general consensus was that there is a sentiment that product designers can carry out research.
Mhm.
So we don't want to pay for a completely separate skill set when our product designer can be a, what do you call it, a
Unicorn.
unicorn.
Poor product designers. That's a lot to put on them.
Exactly. And product designers don't want to do that because they want to focus on their craft.
And it's probably not, something that brought them into the field. Yeah, it's funny, I started smiling while you were talking because I remember a few years back when research democratization was a really hot topic. A lot of researchers were really concerned about it. So this idea that we're trying to make research accessible to everyone, not just gate kept by researchers in an organization, that's how it was pitched, getting everyone involved. And there were a handful of thought leaders in the experience research space that were like, is this going to lead to us being fired and they're just going to put our work on product designers? And it turns out, unfortunately, many companies are doing that. In many cases, that stems from a lack of understanding still of the value of research, why it is a business advantage, why it actually, it seems like a cost center, but it ends up saving you a lot of time and money in the long run because you don't build the wrong things. And I think AI enabling people to collect that data, to run research more easily, even with less expertise, is going to accelerate that trend. And I think in some cases that's going to be a good thing. And in a lot of cases, it's going to be a bad thing.
Let's unpack that a bit more. Why do you feel that it's going to be a bad thing?
Oh, how much time do you have? So a couple of concerns, and this is a huge topic because there are lots of ways in which AI is changing our roles as people who conduct research, or people who call themselves researchers, or people just who work in product. One of the ways is it's advising people on how to do things that they're not familiar with. So, many of us, myself included, might turn to ChatGPT and ask it questions about a new area that we're exploring. For example, my husband and I are getting into aquariums. We just got our first fish tank. Very nerdy. I wasn't nerdy enough, so I had to get more nerdy. There's a lot of terminology and jargon, and in an unknown information space, it's very difficult to know where to begin. So AI is very welcoming because you don't have to know the terminology. You don't have to know all of the questions or the keywords that you want to use. You can kind of use it as a starting point to explore a space.